Hey guys, it's 21 Only One. Oh wait, that's a different channel. Hi guys, it's Dr. Dreets here, and yes, you're watching the correct channel. I'm just uploading a random Pokemon battle as my other video for this week because I felt like it. Anyway, I should go straight on to the Pokemon battle, and I'm presuming you at least know what Pokemon is, but I don't know if you know what Pokemon Wi-Fi battling is. Anyway, I chose my 6 best friends who actually play Pokemon to pick their favourite Pokemon. Most of them are from Generation 1, which makes sense because that's the game they originally played. But as you saw, Charm, the Scyther, was almost able to take out the Tyranitar with one hit because Brick Break is 4 times super effective against the Tyranitar. However, it is survived on a slither of hit points, and I switched to Bavin the Pikachu, go for a substitute because I thought maybe he would switch, but anyway, I take out the Tyranitar's small number of hit points with a Thunderbolt. Now, Sizzle, as if you knew Wi-Fi battling, you would know it is renowned for its bullet punch because it has the technician boost, meaning that any move that has base 40 or less is increased, so it's a very powerful move, especially because it has a choice band, and choice band is an item that increases the attack by 1.5, so times 1.5, but it prevents you from using another move. Anyway, Blastoise is easily be able to take that because it's not very effective against it, and I'm able to force him out, go for a Toxic on the Politoed, which will become vital later in the game, and I'm even able to get a Toxic against this Porygon 2. I actually mismade this Blastoise because originally it was supposed to have Scald, which is a newer move from Generation 5, however it didn't turn out to be that important. In fact, it might have been beneficial since it has a chance to burn, and I really needed that poison to be on that Porygon 2. Anyway, I predicted the switch into Sizzle, and I predicted that he wouldn't go for a Bullet Punch this time, predicting me to go into a Blastoise, so I just go for the straight out Thunderbolt. And Pikachu has an item called Light Ball, which only exclusive to Pikachu doubles its attack and special attack, which is a pretty nice item for any Pokemon to have. Regardless, he uses U-Turn, which is a move, a Bug-type move, 70 base power, that allows you to switch after it's being used successfully. So he U-turns or switches into Jirachi, and I direct switch into Gardevoir. Now here you see Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is actually a very important move in the Pokemon metagame because it means that every time you switch in and out, each of your Pokemon takes a little bit of damage depending on their resistance to rock. And it's actually a very important move. However, there's also another move which Blastoise learns called Rapid Spin, which removes the Stealth Rock and allows you to switch freely and be able to do what you like and switch as many times as you want. Anyway, I have John the Gardevoir, and he is a Calm Mindset. A Substitute Calm Mind. Substitute protects you from statuses, uses a quarter of your hit points, and you have to remove those quarter of the hit points in one or several hits, and you're able to survive. But the main thing is that you're able to use it, and so if they switch out, you're able to use it as Prediction Scout, and it prevents you from taking any status condition. Anyway, as you can see against that Jirachi, I was doing basically nothing with my Psychic, which is my secondary attack, and Signal Beam, which was the attack I was using. But Luke, the Blastoise, as I said before, is able to use Rapid Spin, which allows my Dragonite to come in freely and not take any self-rock damage, and since it's part flying, it would have taken a quarter of its hit points down because of the Stealth Rock. However, as you saw, it's able to get the Rapid Spin off. Unfortunately, the Sizzle gets a critical hit on the Blastoise, which actually turns out to be a good thing because it allows me to go into this, which is my Gengar versus his Jirachi, and I predict him to go for the Stealth Rock again, since he knows I have a Dragonite on this team and is very threatening to his team, so he needs to be able to get it down as fast as possible. Also, Dragonite has the ability that when it's at full hit points, it only takes half the damage for the attack from full hit points, which is a great ability called Multiscale. Regardless, I am able to use Trick on this Jirachi, and I have a Choice Scarf, and like other choice items, it forces him only be able to use one move, and Trick switches my item with his. So he just leaves the Jirachi to die for some reason. Not sure quite why, but I was switching between Focus Blast, a fighting type move, and a ghost type move called Shadow Ball. So he wasn't able to predict which Pokemon he should go into, so he just let his Jirachi die and revenge killed me with his Sizzle, which I actually thought I could survive one bullet punch, but apparently Gengar's defenses aren't that good. So as you saw, at that point I was on 270 hit points, and after this roost I'm on 341. So his bullet punch is doing less damage than the I can recover with a roost. So I thought he would switch at this substitute, but I'm just going to keep him recovering till I can go to that full hit points, because as you know, James the Dragon Knight has the ability called a multi-scale, which halves their damage when I'm at full hit points. So that is the aim, and I will be doing it as much as possible. So keep on using Roost, get back to full hit points, and as you see, this time does very little damage, which allows me to get a Dragon Dance up, which raises my attack and speed, and increases my ability to do damage too. So I'm going to go for the Roost again, get back to full hit points, and now this is a 4-time super effective move against a Politoed, and I think Politoed has a base 100 special attack, which is average, but it's still not bad for taking a 4-time super effective move, and it's able to survive it because of that multi-scale ability, and I'm able to kill it off with a Dragon Claw this turn, which is excellent. James the Dragon Knight doing work as if he was being paid to do it, but it's Dragon, so I guess he doesn't have a job. He should have actually gone to Scizor at this point, because Scizor at that amount of hit points might have been able to take me out. And if not, as you can see, this battle for him goes very badly. Okay, so I was on 150 hit points, and now I'm 117, so I lost a little bit there, but I just wanted to see what this Espeon could do. That was probably actually more of a risky move, since I knew that I could take him out with a Dragon Claw, but I was just trying to have a little bit of fun, and I haven't had a Pokemon battle in about a year now, so I'm a bit rusty of what I should be doing, but I still had great fun. My heart was pounding when I was getting to the sweeping, which is this part of the battle, as if I could win, or if I couldn't win, was I going to be able to defeat that Scizor or not, and I just forgot how much actually I loved about Pokemon. And if you don't know, I actually have another channel called 21 Only 121, where I've uploaded several Pokemon battles over several years, and I've spent so much time learning the game, and it hasn't changed that much since I've last played, so I'm able to get into it quite quickly. And from here, as you can see, that Toxic from Luke the Blastoise was essential. And the great thing about this battle is that all my Pokemon, all my friends' favourites had done a lot of work. Scyther pretty much took down that Tyranitar, Pikachu actually took that Tyranitar and crippled the Scizor so he couldn't do much damage. Gengar, the Louis the Gengar, did that trick which was vital for my Dragonite to be able to sweep. Well, as you saw, James Dragonite did excellent work. Luke the Blastoise was vital in using that Toxic, and John the Gardevoir was vital in able to scout that Jirachi so that my Dragonite was able to set up later. But there's also one thing else I wanted to say, which was that, you know, in Pokemon Gold or Silver, when you're at the top of the mountain, when you're fighting Red, well, the dialogue is ... And just to pull out a metaphor out of basically anything, like pretty much all of my videos, is that sometimes silence speaks louder than any words could. Anyway, Drito, I'll see you in the near future.